Alright guys, we're going to be making some ribs today. I haven't put together my smoker slash grill yet, so these ribs are going to go bad in like another day or two. It's going to be too cold for me to set that up, so I'm going to go ahead and make them up in the oven. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I don't wish, it's just as different. This rack of ribs came pre-membraned, normally you have to pull the membrane off. And it was packaged with the membrane already pulled off, which was great. I didn't have to do that extra BS. And trim just that little extra piece off. So for starters, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 225. Alright, and then I'm going to take some aluminum foil, and I'll show you guys. Move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing with the foil here. Alright, so I make... That's probably loud. Let me wait for that noise to stop before I talk. I make wet ribs, guys. I don't really care for dry ribs very much. So I'm going to show you guys how to make ribs how I make them. And they're pretty freaking good. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty freaking good. So let's get this out of here. I apologize for those watching with headphones because it's probably going to be a little loud. A little crinkle wrinkle. I don't have my expensive mics on right now because I'm really close to the camera and it's quiet in my house. So, alright, so you gotta have some kind of rub. This is called Sweet Preacher barbecue rub, fire and smoke from Grill Goods and Society. So, it's 5 calories per quarter teaspoon. So, we're gonna put a lot on there, like a lot, because you want these things to be red. I mean, you literally want to just lay it to it. I know this is a little different than my normal stuff because I normally make bodybuilding videos, but today we're gonna make ribs. All right. So, alright, now that we got that done, we're going to take our other piece of aluminum foil. Make sure it's the same size. Shiny side towards the meat. Alright. And what I do is I make sure I go like this around the meat, okay? Now I've got the ribs in there. And they're in a tight little area. So then I'm just going to fold my edges over. Essentially what you're doing is you're making it airtight. You're sealing it up. Right, so it can marinate in its own juices and all of that rib rub that you just put on it, the barbecue rub. And you can make up your own seasoning, guys. You can mix it all together. This is just super convenient. I don't have to pre-mix it in a bowl and do all that nonsense. If that's what you're into, cool, man. I'm sure you can make them taste a lot better. But again, I'm just trying to make this quick and easy because these things are going to go bad. And, a lot of people don't know how to cook them in the oven, so I'm going to give you guys a little take on that. So I've already got my oven preheated. I'm going to put them in, and we'll come back in about 2 hours. All right. So let's put them back on our pan. Don't set them down in there raw because then if the aluminum foil busts it all, you'll end up getting juices all in your oven, and you don't want that. Alright, so I'll set a timer on my phone for 2 hours, and I'll see you guys back here. Alright, it's been about 2 hours, so we're going to get these ribs out, and we're going to do a little doctoring, so pull them out. Oh, I can hear them in there sizzling. Yummy. Alright, so this part right here is kind of dangerous, guys. You gotta unwrap the aluminum foil. Yeah, be careful. Be careful because there's going to be some steam come out of this, and you don't want that steam or those juices to get you because it hurts. Trust me. So let's do the reveal this way. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, try not to rip the aluminum foil. We're going to reuse it. It's going right back in. So cool. Check that out. Bam. All right, so now that our seasoned rub has soaked into that meat and cooked in its own simmers, what I'm going to do is we're going to add something called liquid smoke. Yeah, right. It's pretty good stuff. Generally, you want to have it in like a spray bottle and a little watered down, and you can spray it. But I don't have that right now, so we're just going to put a little bit on it, a little bit here. Kind of so the whole thing's covered. Boom. Perfect. And that's just gonna like give it some of that flavor like it would if it was on a charcoal grill or maybe a wood smoker. I'm not really sure what's in it or if it's good for you, but it makes the ribs better. Alright, so then we're just gonna roll it back up. The grill stays, the oven's going to stay the same temperature. It's going to be at 225. Then you're going to put this back in the oven for another hour. And then we'll do some caramelizing, some glazing. Alright guys, it's been about an hour. We're going to take these out. I'm going to get rid of this aluminum foil. These smell good. I'm draining the juice out of it. Alright, once we get this drained out, I'm just going to move it to the pan. A little bit more in there. Alright, now. Before you say anything in the comments, yes, I have tongs. I'm just lazy and don't feel like going and getting them, so. Alright, now we've got them on. Now we've got them on the pan. Ooh, the pan's still a little warm. Okay. Alright, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to turn our oven up to, let's say about 275. Go ahead and start that. Alright. What we're going to do is we're about to glaze this in thin layers so that we can caramelize the barbecue sauce. Now, as you see, I use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You can see that it's open already because this is the best barbecue sauce you can get. I've tried making my own many times, other than like making like a vinegar sauce for like pulled pork or something, or like a brisket sandwich. This is the best you can get. I mean, it's just way too much goes into making your own barbecue sauce. So I just Sweet Baby Ray's. All right, let's get this done before my camera mount system fails on me. So we're gonna. There goes my oven preheating. So like I said, we're gonna do this in thin layers, guys. So we'll take our little rubber brush here. All right, we're gonna do this about 3 or 4 times. The first one, really thin, they'll get thicker as we go. My pan's moving all over the place. They never stay flat. They always get, wonky or broken. All right, now we're gonna put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get it out and put on the next layer. It's already starting to dry, caramelize to the meat. Yeah. Put a little bit more this time. All right. Make sure you get all around it, the sides and stuff. This is what, if you make them in the ovens, what's going to give you your crispy caramelized edge, since we don't have the smoke from a grill. All right, set that there. right, let's put that back in the oven. All right. That's dried a little bit. Okay. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our oven on broil, okay? So that the top burner is on. And we're going to turn it down as low as it'll go on broil. So let's see here, 350 I think it is. Yes, it is. So go ahead and start that. And we're going to apply barbecue sauce one more time. Let me get this in the camera for you folk. Yeah. You can never have enough barbecue sauce. You can never have too much. Just make sure you layer it. I can't stress the importance of that, because if you don't, then it's just going to be super wet. There won't be anything stuck to it. So we're going to evenly apply it all over the thing. Perfect. Man, I can't wait to eat these. Oh no, I got some on my oven mitt. That's all right. Now we're going to put them back in. And this one you kind of want to watch. So, check it every couple minutes, because the barbecue sauce will burn if you put it in there too long. So we're going to start that out. And we really wanted to caramelize, so we wanted to start getting kind of a little crispy on the edges. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty good looking rack of ribs right there. The edge, you see? Oh yeah, the barbecue sauce is thickened up perfectly. So what you do is you let these rest, and then you'll cut them, and then we'll give you some food shots and do some pictures.